Alright, the Ace of Spades here, bringing you guys another Wargame Red Dragon video. This is me building my Yugoslavia deck. I've aptly named it Yugo Girl for humor. I try to do that with most of my decks. Anyway, I already started a little bit. This is my first time examining anything in here except for how far I got to the infantry. So just really quickly, I'll run over what I got in my command here, or my logistics tab. I just got a command vehicle. This is the cheapest little vehicle. It's similar to a gas, but not really. It's 110 points instead of 10, or I mean 100, so it's 10 over. I could have went with a chopper, but I'm not really a chopper guy. I noticed they even made these. Oh no, they're still 105. So, and you only get 4 if you take infantry. So, don't really want to do that. I want 7. 7's a meaty number for command, just in case I do need it. And I don't really mess around with command tanks. 170 points. Anyway, I went with the command vehicle, fast, small, 110 points. Anyway, that's enough talking about that. Then I have these big trucks, the FAPs, which are just 40-point logistics trucks, 2,400 liters of supply, so a lot of supply. I always generally choose the bigger ones over the smaller ones just because I don't like ferrying as much shit back and forth from my fobs or fob. And a lot of times I take 2 fobs in my decks, and I don't normally always plan them both, but I'm only taking 1 fob this time, and I'm getting some helicopter logistics as well. It's only got 1,500 supply, however, but it's fast and 35 points, so that's why I'm taking that. Moving on to the infantry, we'll start off here. Didn't want to get these guys. I mean, 1,400 meter range with a rocket is pretty good, but it's only got 40% accuracy and 10 AP, so it's not really something I want. And it's 15-point infantry. They're regular training. Just I don't think they're worth it myself. These next guys, 83 millimeter heat rocket, 525, and they're only 10-point infantry. I don't really mess around with cheap infantry for what I do, the way I play. Yeah, these guys just don't look good to me. Moving on. Same guys. And transports, we'll get into that a little bit. Like there's just a bunch of BTRs, because this is on Red 4. This is just a rescanned, renamed BTR right there, and then that's a new transport, I believe. But it's got a Browning and a 7.92 millimeter gun. That's weird. And then there's a transport with that 1,400 millimeter like recoilless or whatever type of gun that is. I don't think it's a recoilless, but it's 1,400 meter range, so that might be good if I can get it on some other transports. I still need to. I did take. Yeah, so I did take this infantry right here below with that transport, because that transport looks like it could help out. So. But this infantry is no good. This infantry, that's what I'm taking with that transport, like I just said. And this HT-40 is just renamed fucking MI-8, so. And it's got 57 millimeter rockets, so I'm not going to dick around with that. I was actually trying to decide which ones out of these guys I wanted. Pretty much the big difference is the AT. It's significantly better for the 90. Pato Braki. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that or not. It's most likely not how you pronounce it. But anyway, the 90s have 1050 millimeter or 1050 meter range Sackless missile, and it's 26 AP, which is fucking astounding. And 60% accuracy, can't beat that. you know, you compare that to the 84mm heat Frenchy rocket. I'm pretty sure that's a French. I know a lot of the French infantries have that, oddly enough, and it's 700-meter range. It's not a bad AT weapon, but it it doesn't really stack up to the Bombar there. Their primary weapons are pretty much the same, only that the non-90s have less range. Everything else is the same. Looks like suppression is greater on the 90s too, so that is also better. And then finally, I think the LMG for the non-90 is a little bit better, and it has a faster fire rate, same accuracy and everything. Range is fine, so the non-90s actually have a better LMG, so they'd probably be slightly better at killing infantry. I don't know, the suppression for the and the range buff for the assault rifle that they have may be enough to counteract that anyway, but for 5 points more, I think the Pato Bronchi 90, or how you want to go. I think that Automat M85 rifle is similar to what the Yuk Yonde have on North Korea, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm sure some other special forces. But yeah, so I'm taking 2 cards of those Pato Bronchi 90s. That's just how I'm going to pronounce it. Sorry if that's wrong. And they're just going in BTR. BTRs, whatever they are. OT tab 71s. I didn't want to bring those guys out in choppers. I'm not a fan of the MI8 with 57mm. If they would have had the MI8 MTV with the bigger rockets, I definitely would have taken that. But gonna take them in quick, fast transports that are cheap. So, and then these AT guys here have the Drug AT rocket. I guess it's got shorter range than a Conkers, but there's not a Conkers in this deck, so this is your best bet over the Fago M. It's got better AP too, so I believe, yeah, by 4. It's not the greatest ATGM, but I'm pretty much taking this for the Vidra transport that it comes in. It's even got a Malyutka 2T, which is new, and it's got more AP power than the troops that are inside of it, and same range. A little bit less accurate, but by 10% looks like. But it's on a transport, and it's a 25-point transport, and it's got a 30mm cannon. It's a Vidra, BVP Vidra. 30% accuracy is pretty good. 4 AP power too, so this little transport's, and it's amphibious. I highly recommend using this. I've not used it yet, but I know it's going to be fucking awesome. And then, you know, you can even go down a step, and looks like you get a slightly worse autocannon. Same ranges, same accuracy and stabilization. 1 less AP power on it. Less rate of fire, so, and it's only 5 points more to step up to this Vidra, so yeah, I'd definitely choose this over that one. I'm not gonna get the Fago like I just mentioned. They're actually Fago M's, Faggot M's, whatever. I'm pretty sure that's a Fago. That's how you pronounce it. I don't want to say faggot because of obvious reasons. So looks like just decent or regular line infantry. Shock training though. These guys are shock. 15-point shock is pretty good, but they have laws, so that's not so good. But you know, if you're making a era deck, these guys would be great. But I'm probably, you know, if I was going to take these infantries, which I may not even do because I don't have AT or man pads, which I normally like to get, that 112mm heat rocket there is fucking tits. So that'd be a good infantry to have. And I already have enough infantry, I think. I have shock there, so yeah, that's enough infantry. I guess I could replace... Let's compare these two real quick. And again, sorry, this is probably going to be a longer video just because this is the first time I'm looking at this deck. So, comparisons on these two infantries. Looks like I can get the same transport that I was talking about way earlier. This one's got a 20mm cannon. I didn't notice that, but I'd rather have the Vidra here. So I could get more of these Vidra. Oh no, I can only get one transport because they're a prototype transport. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, so for 5 points more, I pretty much looks like I'd get a better, better anti-tank rocket, faster rate of fire, less accuracy, and these guys are shock. Same stats on the rifle, and the LMG for the 20-point guys is worse. So, I mean, alright, I think I'll take these guys, but I'm going to take them in these Vidras here. And then I'm going to delete these guys. Alright. Strela 2M, not going to fuck around with Strela 2s, I'm just telling you right now. I'm not a big fan of militia training dudes, so I'm not going to fuck around with them. Silo, Igla 1s. Igla 1s. Those don't look very impressive. But that's my only manpad choice. I'll slap on manpads for now. I may revisit this and put on some more line infantry instead, or maybe something else. But for now, I'll take manpads and that. Alright, so I got a little bit of everything here. I got the two types of Vidras, the really awesome one, then the less awesome one, but slightly less awesome one, and then the recoilless rifle and 1400mm gun transport with my manpads. Alright, so infantry takes the longest time in my opinion, especially when you don't know what is in store for you. This has 2 rockets on it. Good accuracy, good range for helicopters, and it's not radar based. That's really good range for helicopters, but it's only got 2 missiles. That's a cool little thing, and it's on wheels. What is this, on a BTR chassis? 2? That's fucking cool. I'm gonna slap that on here for now. And I heard about this, the Neva. Usually these things are 90 point, and this is what you're looking at. You know, it's a NUA for, you know, other nations. It's got 4 missiles, 4 badass missiles, you know, that just tear up planes for the most part. But then you go up to 120 points, and you get pretty much, you know, the same thing, but you don't have to worry about turning it off for seed planes. So gonna have to do that because that just makes shit easier. It may not be worth it because I'm pretty good at turning my shit off, but it is irritating when a seed plane comes in and swipes your AA. And you can only get 2 of them trained, so I may need to get some more radar AA anyway. So it may not even be worth it, honestly, because a Patriot's 120 points, and it has way more range, but it's also radar. So that's the caveat, I guess, for this. So 30mm little spog here. That's pretty cool. 26-25 meter range on helicopters. That's not so cool, but this thing's gonna be fast. It's going to be really fast. I'll think about it. Here's another radar-based one. It's got, oh my god, this one's got the same fire rate. This little non-radar one for 5 points less. The radar one has better, it's tracked though, and it has better range for planes and better accuracy by only 5. And it can shoot on the move, and it's amphibious, and slightly more armored. But it's going to be slower. I think I'm going to go with the non-radar AA one there, because I like having 30mm guns shooting in the sky, or on the ground even. Napalm rockets, not interested. 262mm cluster, that's pretty hefty. I'm not a big artillery guy, but apparently neither is Yugoslavia, because they don't have any artillery. Other than these mortars here. No, wait, they have artillery. I just looked right over it. Nora B. 120 point, 155mm, 7 HE. Rate of fire is pretty slow for 155mm. Looks like that's their best piece. I may just take cluster for counter battery. I'm not a big artillery guy anyway, so so we got, I don't know, these guys are kind of dual rolling it here. No, they're not. These guys are my helicopter killers, plane killers. These guys might not be as good as I think for helicopter slaying, but they might be as well. So I'm just going to slap on the traditional NUA. I think that'll be my support tab, and I may eventually take out this cluster truck and put in some mortars, because I do like being able to smoke. So, or I might, switch it out for this and I can smoke with it as well. So anyway, tanks. Gotta have my super heavy. I'm already seeing it right here. 70 points. I don't even know what it does. I'm slamming 2 terrain down, but we'll look at the stats real quick. 70% accuracy. Alright, got me. 65% stabilization. That's good. 22 AP power. It's decent. 22 front. That's decent. 10 rounds per minute. That's decent. Pretty run-of-the-mill tank here. M91A. VHOR. It's probably a T-72, looks like, with a bunch of armor plates slapped on it. Looks like we got a step down VHOR here for 40 points less, and it does 2 less AP, and it's got less armor by about 4 on the front. Same accuracy, same stabilization, same rounds per minute, and all that good stuff. PT-76, I don't really fuck around with PT-76s. I got T-34s, what the fuck. Patents? Interesting. Okay, T-55, 60% accuracy for T-55s. And it's got one of those crazy Malyuka, or not the crazy one, but it's got a Malyuka P1 with 17 AP. That's decent. It looks like that's the only tank with missiles on it, or ATGM on it, so I just throw one of those down for shit's sake. M84A. The fuck kind of tank is this? Just a T-72. Okay. Let's just compare it to the T-72M real quick. It's got better range, obviously. Better accuracy. Better everything. It's going to have better everything. It's more expensive. Duh. It's got barely better armor. This might be a good just run-of-the-mill tank, kind of medium tank, you know. Dish out some damage. Won't be able to take much. 19 AP, 9 rounds per minute. Alright, I'll say I'm on an M84A. What's the step up? Yeah. Alright, we'll do that. So not a lot of tanks here yet. I may go back and put more on there. So we got Recon helicopters. This one's got 70mm on it. That's not bad for 30 points. It's got good optics instead of very good though. What are these guys? 5-man squads with a shitty anti-tank, so they're not gonna see any action. BRDM 2, 37mm. What the fuck? 37mm gun with 60 rounds. That's not gonna be anything. It's fast and medium size, so I'm gonna skip over that. Pretty much one of those Vidra transports, but it has exceptional optics. Let's do that for sure. 30mm gun on a BTR chassis, looks like. Or it looks close to a BTR. It's a little bit longer, I think. But it's got 30mm guns on it. That's kind of cool for a recon vehicle. Okay, this is crazy. So we're gonna take these guys. Okay, so this is a sniper squad with 1750-meter range on ground, and it's a 20mm fucking gun. 2 AP power. Okay. And 1 HE. I think that's, what is it, normal? Yeah. Okay. 20mm gun, so that's a big ass fucking rifle. Well, I have to try these guys out. Let's just see what I want them in, though. What do I want them in? I can call them out for 35 points if I bring them in a truck, or 50 points in a fast Gazelle. I bet that thing's 310 kilometers. I wouldn't want it for anything but the speed. I think I'll just take them out in the Pinsgauer. Yeah. I don't want 5 veterans. So far I don't have much recon. Holy shit. 100-point recon tank. 65% accuracy. 15 AP. Alright. I'll do that. Looks like someone's messaging me. Okay. So since I don't have very many tanks, my M84 Recon tank will be part of that, because it's I think the same thing as the Recon tank here. Or not Recon tank, the regular tank. Let's look real quick. Yeah, same tank, just with Recon, so hell yeah. What else do I need? I need that cool little vehicle I was talking about with the 30mm gun on it. That should round out my recon good enough, I think. So my vehicle tab, I can get a helicopter. What the fuck? Okay, I just looked at the rockets on it and I assumed this was a fucking... Okay, that's fucking cool as shit. I assumed this was a helicopter, but it's just a rocket buggy with 70mm rockets and 57mm rockets. That is fucking insane. I may just have to throw down 2 hardened. That's fucking cool. Okay, badass Malyutka 2Ms with the 24 AP on this little truck. It's got 18 missiles. Holy fuck. But I don't like that range. I don't like the 24, 50 meter range. That just gets you out of range of out of the range of like tanks. Uh, this little vehicle here, 1925 meter range, 40% accuracy, 8 AP is kind of low, but I mean 10 points might be a good little vehicle. But this thing, this Praga looks fun. Yeah, so I'm gonna throw those Pragas on there too. I don't want to put too much on my vehicle tab because I end up not using that stuff, even though it looks really fun and cool. I'll use it every once in a blue moon here. So we got a Strela 2M helicopter. Here's one of Igla 1s. I don't think Igla 1s are that great, but it's also got the Malyuka 2Ms on it. That might be worth it. I'll throw that on there. Not really any attack helicopters. And then this has 128 millimeter rockets on it. It's only 45 points. Let's just do one. I have enough rockets everywhere, I think. We got planes with Mavericks and a Redford deck. Shit, I mean, I might have to do that. We got a plane with napalm rockets, 130 millimeter napalm rockets. What the fuck? 70 millimeter rockets, 60 point plane, and it shoots at everything. They're dumbfire AOE rockets that shoot at helicopters, airplanes, and ground. Huh. Okay, that's interesting. I mean, I would never take it after an airplane, I don't think, but whatever. Let's see, we've got a plane with Vimples on it. What is it? That's just a MiG-29 called an L-18. Yeah, these are just MiGs. Okay, so this is a Vimple Simact. I usually like fire and forget if I can get them. And it looks like we have them here. MICAEM radar missiles. That's cool. Fire and forget. 770 meter range. 40% ECM. It looks like a plane for me. For my anti-air, or, you know, taking them after other planes. Cluster bomber. I'm not a big bomber guy anymore. There's a napalm bomber if you want it. 4 bombs. Grom B TV guidance missiles, 3,500 meters. That's awesome. It's better than that Maverick. So let's just compare the Maverick and the Grom B here real quick. Grom B outranges it, has better accuracy and stabilization, better AP, and same amount of missiles. Same ECM, same speed, and it's got Molnias for planes just in case, but I would never. Alright, oh, I made up my mind. I'm getting N62M Super Galeb. Weird little plane. How many points I got left? I got 7. So what else can I get? Feeling like I need another plane. Napalm rockets look kind of cool. Kind of cool. 8,400 meter Simac missiles on these MiG-29s. 30 ECM. And it's got also 4 infrared Vimples. 4,200 meter range, 60% accuracy. That's a lot of AA firepower. But the little L19 here has the same stuff.
How's it going?
What's up, part-time?
Checking out Yugoslavia and Finland.
Yeah, these decks are crazy. I just made, or I'm currently making my Yugoslavia deck.
Yeah, I made we played against computers with Yugoslavia, and Yugoslavia is pretty OP.
Yeah, it's got some crazy, fun-looking little vehicles.
I like the Raketa trucks.
That's what I was.
Basically,
I just looked at them. I
yeah.
was like, I looked at the missiles on them or the rockets, and I was like, okay, this is a helicopter. And I looked at the vehicles, like, well, yeah, saying it, this thing's wheeled, and
Exactly.
this thing looks like a fun little rocket buggy.
I got to use it once, and it was pretty awesome. They have no armor, so any sort of ATGM though is
Right.
they get obliterated pretty easily. Um, what is pretty cool though is they do have a helicopter with rockets on them, but they're 128 millimeters.
Yeah, I already put that in my deck.
They're absolutely ginormous.
Yeah, that's awesome. And it's got pretty decent range on it too. 2,275 meters for the rockets.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what's on. Yeah, it's just slightly better than like on an MI8's like 57 or even the MI8 MTV.
I can make my Finland deck right now.
Yeah, I made that, and then I made this Yugoslavia deck. Finland's got some crazy stuff too. They got a T55 with 70% accuracy.
Yes.
Okay, so
Also, I really like the drugs.
yeah, the
They're
drugs.
cheap.
Well,
And
I like the Viagra's. The
oh, absolutely.
yeah, I'm taking the drugs out in Vidra's with those Maluka 2Ts.
Well, the drugs are really nice because they're super cheap. So I was able to spread out 4 across a couple tree lines, and they have really pretty good accuracy. I was impressed.
Alright, so part-time's in here, as you can tell. Anyway, I'm
Well,
gonna...
50% is pretty good for a 20-point vehicle.
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up. Part-time has told me what his likes are about Yugoslavia and Finland. I need some other stuff, though. What do I need? Let's see. I want this little vehicle here. And I want... I got 5 points left. Can't do anything.
And then the proletary are just they're pretty good, run of the mill
The what?
infantry. The proletary 90s.
Proletary. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I have them. Dude, Finland's got these guys with 1,400 meter range, like 20 millimeter gun,
Yeah.
and it looks sick. I haven't used it, but it looks fucking sick. And they're militia training though. It's weird. They're like 5 point, or not 5 points, but they're 10 points. I think they're 5-man squads, but they have this crazy gun. It's AP too. Okay, so what else? I guess I'll just slap on some stuff because I think my deck's pretty well rounded out. I don't need any more tanks, I don't think. Guess I could always put on another plane. That's what I need to do. We'll try the napalm rocket plane. And then I got 2 more points for a tank or a helicopter. I don't need more helicopters. I guess I'll slam on some more M84As. Yeah, we'll do that. Alright, well that's my Yugoslavian deck with a little part-time input there at the end.
And I haven't even had a chance to play around with wombo combos now that they have.
Oh, the coalitions?
Yeah.
Yeah. I won't make one for a while, I'm sure. Anyway, like you just brought up, there are coalitions for these two decks. I think Poland and Finland and Czechoslovakia and Yugoslavia, if I'm correct there. But anyway, this rounds out my Yugoslavian deck.
Crazy accuracy?
Crazy accuracy. Oh, it's a T55.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm done. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.